Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Hello, Mickey, Tinker, Sherry, Random, Tracy, Sari, Gillian, Jackie, everyone. Hello, Jennifer, Lady Margaret, everyone in chat. Hello, guys. Jennifer, Lisa, hello. Can you hear me okay? You are going to have a blessing. Trust me, you're going to have a blessing. Martha, hello. Mickey Tinker in the house. Are we all right? I am. Hello, Lizzie. How you doing? Hello, Elaine. You're in South Mississippi. That's nice. That's good. You can hear me. Excellent. And if there's no feedback, Hello, Never Whistle at Night. I've been playing with technology. Hiya, Better. Hi, Sandy. Lucy, Teresa. How are you all doing? Members, we've got Spooky Saturday. We've got Spirit Box thing on Saturday night. Excellent, Sue. No feedback. Oh, shall I start singing? Hey, Waco. Karma. Hey, Karma girl. No feedback. That's excellent. That's excellent. I fiddled with the mic settings. Clear as a bell. I can sing to you all now, can't I? Hopefully no blocking. Hey, Claire. Don't get chucked out. Hiya, Jen. Hiya. Hi, Layla. Karen. Rosie is here. Hello, Rosie, darling. Hello, good ship lollipop. Ah, there's your girl. Hiya, Nin. How you doing, girl? Hello, Sydney. Dana. I know he's called you Donna. Happy full moon vibes to everyone, in fact. Yeah. Hiya, Maxine. Hiya, Marlene. Okay. Some idiots setting fireworks off on your dogs. I know. What is with the fireworks already? We've got bonfire night coming up and there's like fireworks going off left, right, and center. And it's not even the 10th of October. So let me just talk you through some things. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the African parks stuff because African parks, as predicted, I predicted that something was going to go wrong with the charity. And it has. It really, really, really has. Chad has banned African Parks, Harry's charity, for being dodgy. Now, if you know anything about travel advisories and things like that in the UK, Chad doesn't have the best rep. I don't know. I've never been to Chad. I don't know a lot about Chad. I've got to admit, I don't know. But from a cursory look, it's not looking so good. You know what I mean? So for them to get rid of Harry's charities, saying it's corrupt is quite something. We've also got lots of other stuff to look into. I was going to look into how King Charles is reacting to Megsy's absolute psychopathy in Paris. Absolute psychopathy in Paris. So we're going to look into that as well. Hi, Joy. Hi, Jackie. So this is what we're going to look into tonight. But before I begin, it is full moon. It's a super moon. And the super moon is in Aries. Aries is linked to Archangel Michael. And Archangel Diwali is really on the 20th. That's good to know. So Archangel Michael is the archangel. His color is blue. Some of the crystals related to him was lapis lazuli, so you can work with that tonight if you feel the need to. It's very strong protection. So if we can just If you feel like, hello, Happy, thank you, darling. If you feel like joining in, please join in. If you don't, that is absolutely okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say a little bit of a prayer of protection, because there's some crazy stuff flying around. The veil is thin, the moon is full. We're coming up to Samhain, Halloween time, Beltane if you're in the southern hemisphere. There's a lot of stuff going around. Okay. So bear with me a minute. Call on our spirit guides to come into us and come close to us to help us with any protection as we use energy in this live stream. We are all surrounded. Our auras are surrounded by a white light that is rejecting any negativity and sending it back to the source from where it came. We ask Archangel Michael to protect, strengthen, and remove any negativity sent our way. We use the power of the full moon, the supermoon, to activate this protection. We thank the energy, we welcome the protection, and we know we are safe. And so it is, so mote it be. Amen. Are we ready? Are we ready? Hi, Saskia. Ta. Ready. Okay, ready. So, first off the block, we have got the Dumb Prince. The Dumb Prince. Getting chop chop. Getting owned by Chad. I guess that's off the beige tour list. I guess it really is off the beige tour list, yeah? Do you think they're not going to go to Chad anytime soon? Now, I've got a theory, right? All of the places they've been to, give or take Paris, are all in the kind of like, if the travel advisory for the United States and the United Kingdom as well, in this kind of like, don't go there kind of thing. Now, I'm not saying anything about the countries. I don't know. I've never been. But the government, the government that Harry wants protection from is telling him not to go to Colombia, not to go to this area in Nigeria where Boko Haram are. Yeah. And they're still going there, but still wanting tax. They are willing something to happen. They really, really, and they must be confident in their security enough to go there, but they are willing something to happen. And part of Megsy, with her flippers out on that seat, driving along the Seine. Oh, my goodness me. My goodness. Hey, Dee. And Centaur, I get wrong when I say it wrong. Centable. That one, you know what it is. Yeah, that's dropped as well. They're not in a good sorts. They're really not going in a good sorts. Hiya, Joe, darling. Josie, hello. So we are going to start by looking into Harry's response to Chad. I do have some others because yeah, you can only tempt fate before it bites you on the ass. Do have some others. I want to say something as well. I did a reading the other day, and I mentioned the High Priestess of Paris. That's not the lady. That's been confirmed. That's not the lady. So there is somebody within Hollywood, wherever, whatever Megsy's up to, who is working with her, but that's not the chick. That's not the chick. They're not the right people to do charity work now. So I have got a list of readings I want to do tonight. Look at me being super organized. Don't worry, it'll probably not last. Let me have a look. Super organized, can't find it. I have got, it was going to be Scorpio night because we've got Nicole Kidman, who's a Gemini, Keith Urban, who's a Scorpio, still don't know who he is, P. Diddy is Scorpio, Meghan and Anna Wintour is a Scorpio, and I was going to ask around King Charles and his views on Megsy's Paris stunt. So it's very Scorpio, very, very Scorpio, very. Oh, okay, Wendy, I hope your eye gets better, girl. Let's have a look. Are we all ready? Are we all happy with this? Let's go. Angela, how's Las Vegas? Harry and Chad. Harry and being rejected by Chad. Sounds like he's been dumped by a boyfriend or something, doesn't it? Chad dumped Harry. Anyway. Where are we at? The Ace of Coins in reverse. I know nothing about how charities work. Well, a little bit, but not a lot. Just standard. There's something here that straight away we're going to a stop of money coming in, a stop of something new coming in. So that Ace of Coins in reverse, they've stopped this rejection by Chad. Thank you, Trudy, darling. And the Page of Cups crossing over. No. He is. Yeah, so we've got the Three of Coins underneath. It wasn't working anyway. He's not working well with African parks at all. He's not working well with any of the charities. This is a burden lifted. I think this man is really over his head into all of his stuff. Into all of this stuff, right? The 10 of Wands in reverse above. That is a burden lifted. So why would he feel like there's a burden lifted? Thank you, Iris. Welcome, Kaylee. Thanks, guys. Why would he feel like there's a burden lifted? And boundaries. Okay, so there's the narcissistic wounding there. There's his boundaries. And he feels battered by it. So all of this stuff with Centaur Blay, all of this stuff with African parks, I think he's sick of it. The thing is, it's almost like when the heat gets too hot for him, he has to run away. And he wants to get out of it. So this, no matter what he says, no matter how much he makes noises about it or whatever, he is relieved, and he's not working well with any of his charities. The Page of Cups crossing over in reverse. This could be, with it being in reverse, and I know I always link it to the Wales family, the Page of Cups, when we're talking about the royals and Harry, but this could actually be he's just throwing emotionally not equipped to engage with these high-flying executives. Not everybody is equipped to be a CEO or a highfalutin executive somewhere. No one is. Not everybody is, and that's okay. You don't have to be. But he seems to think he's a jack of all trades, but he's a master of none, and he's really finding that out quickly. There is further embarrassment to come out of this. Here we go. The Magician in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. They are into some absolute... I am telling you, I know you all think I'm going off my rocker a bit, but him, Megsy, Doris, and whoever else are into some wacky shit, like dark stuff. The Magician in reverse can denote to dark energy. It also denotes, in all fairness, of not being able to get things together, which kind of fits as well. Because when people use dark energy and dark magic and dark workings, it's possibly because they're not, you know, they're not getting where they want to be on their own natural skill. Let's put it that way. So that both of those things work. He is the Don Prince. He is. And looking around the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. He's about to get a dose of bad luck. Oh, thank you, Sari. Thank you, guys. That Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You don't think I'm mad? I'm a little bit. But thank you, guys. Yeah, that Wheel of... So what do we have? Oh, great. Queen of Swords. Meredith. What is the name of that woman? I can't speak. You know who I mean. She is the... Meredith. Ah, voice from beyond. Meredith. Meredith is the recent acquisition to the House of Beige. She is in charge of the... blah, 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 blah. She is in charge of the communications and strategy. So, Queen of Swords there. She's taken them down a weird line of doing things. We've had so many weird stunts coming back to the UK. Do you see how it's changed? So different from last year. So different. We have got here as well. He's done something, right? And he's worried it's going to backfire. There's a risk. And he's kind of went, oh, no, I might have done something wrong. There's this energy. Look, he hasn't learned anything. And it's just like, she's in charge of the... Yeah, she is. Mr. Northu's voice from beyond. Yeah. She is. She really, really, really is a piece of work, this woman. He's not bothered in a sense, because it wasn't working. But there is some narcissistic wound in there and boundaries. I can only surmise that the boundaries there is definitely some kind of like, he thinks this work is crossing over his boundaries somehow. He really doesn't like all this charity work. Let me have a look and see how he's viewing work. He's not bothered by it. He's not bothered by it at all. But there's more stuff to come out because he's wounded, and he's going to put the stuff that is due to come out sooner rather than later down to bad luck, because it's never their fault. It's never their fault. They don't put any effort. It's never their fault. let me have a look at how he's viewing work at the minute. He's viewing his role before we move on to Megatron and the King. Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh no! He feels like he is impotent. Let me put it that way. He doesn't feel like he's creative. He doesn't feel like he fits in. He's in LA. He's in California. Some of the most creative pockets around, you know? That's where most creative people strive to get to. And that Ace of Wands in reverse, he feels he's got all of it in front of him. A smorgasbord, the name, the reputation, well, not the reputation anymore, but he had it all and he's thrown it all away. And now he's sat there and he doesn't feel. Oh, I'm sorry, Dana. I'll say a little prayer for you tonight with the full moon. Bless you, my darling. That's the worst thing. Okay. Yeah. The trouble with black magic is it creates a force that rebounds upon those who are involved in casting energy in a negative frame of mind. Very much so. Very much so. Or the people who've paid the practitioner to do the spell work. And that's why practitioners get paid to do the spell work. They might get a bit of a zap, but all of it comes from the instructions, you know? The person who instructed it. We've got the star crossing over. So this is either an Aquarius energy. It's in reverse. Might be happy with an Aquarius. But that Aquarius energy could also mean that he doesn't read the room. He doesn't understand why things aren't working, because everything seems very weird and out of step and alien to him. And it will be. He's spent the first 36 years of his life being looked after, pampered, all of those things. The Justice card above the situation, he thinks it's all unfair. So part of his work, his life's work, what he knows and what we know is all of the kind of suing of the governments and suing of people and all of that stuff. See how that's the best way to go. Oh, the Ace of Swords is in reverse underneath and the World is in reverse. Someone's drawn a big line. Something has changed with his work. I wonder, guys, the visa, yeah? He ain't on an A1 visa because he can work. He ain't on, he can be employed in inverted commas at better, the one that isn't the one that everyone knows, the crap one that does lifestyle coaching or whatever it is, that one. I wonder if something's going wrong with that. The Ace of Swords is in reverse there. That's a big no. He's not happy. He's really not happy. And he doesn't understand why. He's running out of patience. And we've got two cards here. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. We've got the Magician and the High Priestess in reverse in the same bit of what is on his mind. And we've got the Seven of Cups. This guy is completely gaslighting himself. He really is into something, guys. Like, forgive me, but I don't know. I don't think it's Santeria because he can connect into it. And with that 7 of Cups there in reverse, and Sagittarius is very much about bloodlines and things. So he might be of the right vibration for it if you follow me. And the 7 of Cups in reverse, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's got so many choices, but nothing. He's 10 of Cups surrounding him, unhappy families. Meg's losing his ish at him. He is giving everything up, and it's almost like he's sacrificing his very own soul at this point to make Megs happy, Megatron happy. Because here we've got my all fur coat, no knickers card, the 9 of coins in reverse. That 9 of coins in reverse. This is really like this is Megsy. You know, I say this is when it's in the upright, it's very Catherine. When it's in the reverse, it's very Megsy. And I think you can surmise what that means. With the Queen of Cups in reverse there, his mother is Cancerian. His late mother is Cancerian. It is full moon tonight. He's doing something. They're doing something. If they could pull her energy down and bottle it, and by the way, you can't, or you shouldn't. They would. He would. So he's definitely doing something towards his mother tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if that's off the back of what Megsy's done. I hope your sister's all right, Rosie. He is crazy. He is a lost soul, you know, guys. I mean, I don't feel sorry for him. His jealousy, his feeling sorry for himself, his navel gazing, and all of this has led him to this. And no one could have prevented him, you know. He wouldn't listen to the Queen of England. He's not going to listen to anyone else. He even went for advice from Boris Johnson, who was a prime minister at the time. And like, he won't listen to the prime minister. You won't listen to anyone. You're not even your own father and your brother and everyone who's warning you. And here you are, washed up, used up, rejected from charities. His mother was never rejected from charities. Nobody said, oh, no, that's dodgy, Princess Diana. Off you go. No more landmines. You know, no, you're not going anywhere near those kids with HIV. Nothing like that ever happened. This is completely his own making. The only other thing that is comparable to Harry's catastrophe is Uncle Andrew. Oh, hey, Mel, I haven't seen you. How are you doing? So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. He's not working right. He's like, the equivalent would be, do you know, on these TV shows where like there's a 30-year-old who lives in a mom's basement and he's on his Xbox and smokes weed or whatever all day? That is the same vibe. This is like the same vibe. He's such a dumbass. Oh, you see, hey, darling. Let me put these back. Let me put these away. I want to see how the king reacted to Megsy. Megsy in Paris. Sounds like a really bad Netflix show, doesn't it? Is that Emily in Paris? I've never watched that. Yeah, Lucy, that's succinct, to the point, and accurate. He is very much that. Right, we're going to have a look and see what His Majesty thinks of the blatant Diana cosplay. But they will arrive in New York hand in hand. Oh yeah, like veneers for days, a rigid smile, beige everywhere, and well, it mightn't be beige. Meggy the Eggy. Let's have a look. Come on, King Charles, what did you make of? Because we know William and Catherine came through on the reading I did, like the recorded reading I did, but we don't know. Maybe it's part of the Netflix documentary on Diana, possibly. I don't even know if that'll go ahead, you know. I don't see it, but that doesn't mean it won't happen. I don't feel it. If you do, that's a big mistake. Big mistake. Which could have actually been the Fool in reverse there. Okay, let's have a look. How did His Majesty feel about this? Let's have a look. The 9 of Cups in reverse. He doesn't want her anywhere near him. He thinks there's an energy here that Megsy's somewhat gate crashed something. He thinks she's smug, entitled, full of herself, with the 9 of Cups in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse crossing over. Again. He's not a daft man, is King Charles. I know he gets a hard time at the minute, but he's not a daft man. One of the things he is interested in is spirituality. Unfortunately, that opens him up to quite a lot of criticism. But one of the things he is aware of, and I know he's worked with like shamanic practitioners from Africa and places like that as well. So he'll be aware of the ebb and the flow of energy in the universe. So there's this element of like, you are making your bad luck. And she is building up that bad luck. It's almost like she's wanting to tempt fate. And he knows it's about William as well, the King of Cups in reverse. They know. And underneath it's the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, in reverse, which is interesting because that came out from Harry. I would say with these cards, he doesn't want a lot to do with them. All of them are in reverse for a start. The 3 of Pentacles is usually working together and coming together and being quite grounded and, you know, mucking along, you know, in a nice... There isn't that there. He knows this was to get at William, and his concern on the outside is very much William. So that's good to know. We have the Temperance in reverse there. So he thinks he just can't get it together and it's a bad thing. And here we have got the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, there is going to be more coming out with charities involving Megsy and Harry. Interestingly enough, though, the king is very aware of this. Very aware of it. That is interesting. So there's something further to come out. The Sun is in reverse. Okay. We get that. We understand that. And the 8. Right. He doesn't think they're capable of doing anything. He doesn't think that, like I was just saying in the last reading, he doesn't think they are capable of making their own name and standing out for themselves. The Sun in reverse there, it's the whole darling boy thing. He still has that. I know it's different for parents, but he, like, William's done. Like, William's just like over it. I'm not saying it can still hurt him, but I don't think William's ever expecting a relationship back with his brother. But the king's kind of like, it's still my son. And, you know, I don't think a lot of parents aren't able to cut off their children, you know. the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, he knows they've got no skill. He knows they've got no talent. He knows they've got nothing. And the work ethic is there. So this is very much like he's just like, oh my God. He would be a bit more receptive to them if they changed their tune. And here we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. They're going to make a big fuss about security and come at the king that way. Temperance in reverse. He thinks it's a bad idea. It's not flowing. They couldn't get it together. It wasn't coming from a place of goodwill, all of this planning and how they got here. There's an element here as well. And I think very much so that maybe Megsy just kind of got an invite quite later on into it. Yeah. Let me just tell you, like, if, right, I saw a really good post and I couldn't find it again because I only like pop on X just to check and then jump off again. But like there was a really good post by somebody and the author of the post had listed all of the things that would play into the Markle's hands if the king stripped them. And basically it would be Netflix on steroids, Spare on steroids. It would be like, you know, so I think it is gonna end up being William that does it, but I do think something will come eventually. Also, the thought of the Spencers, yeah, it does. Actually, that's a good idea. We should look into Charles Spencer and see what he thinks. But he's a funny fish, you know. He's a weird fish. I mean, look what he said at the Diana's funeral, and look how he's kind of monetized things since then. You know what I mean? It's just like, yeah, we want privacy, but also it's you can come in for 20 quid or whatever it is, you know. And I get he needs to look after his estate, but it's still kind of like it's still not right. Northy, have a theory. The dumb one knew she was going and didn't care that she did kind of on it because William's interview, she did it to get William's head due to him not getting in her drawers. Probably. Why do we need to look at what's Katie Hopkins done? What's happening with Katie Hopkins? What's going on with Katie Hopkins? What has she said? The patient once told me you can get rid of your parents, but you can never get rid of your children. I really believe that. Let's have a look. Megan towards the king. Megan towards the king. Was she directing any of this energy towards the king? There's Harry in reverse. She's got him like, he's not going bald. That's her thumbprint. Yeah. That's why he's lost so much hair. There's the sun. She is relying on the sun in reverse. She is relying on the king's link to the grandchildren. Recollections may vary if they even exist, and they're just a pair of Cabbage Patch dolls. We know. But that sun in reverse, that's thank you for joining the Curious Corgi. Good to have you here. It's nice to have a corgi on site. The Nine of Wands, boundaries. She went over boundaries. She doesn't care, guys. She does not care. And the Six of Cups, she's trying to trigger memories. The Prince of Swords is in reverse. The Knight of Swords, Prince of Swords, same thing. In two different decks. This is all about security. They're doing a security. They're trying to get security as well. I know. I figured it out. Yeah, I think he does. I think with the microphone, sorry guys, I'll just go off on that one. I think with the microphone, it like really is like Merlin, just like boom. The cat's jumping on here and knocking things, and there's the star in reverse. There's the 7 of Wands in reverse. There's the King of Swords in reverse. There's the Sun in reverse again. See what I mean about the Sun? She is so trying to get the King's attention with the Cabbage Patch dolls. It's unreal. The 7 of Wands in reverse underneath there. The 7 of Wands in reverse is she is going to be going on the attack, saying she's on the defensive. The King of Swords around her. Boozy is a Gemini. And Boozy's name's been coming up again and again and again and again lately. Those old school kind of 2020, 2021 squaddies who were slightly different to the 2018, 2019 squaddies, but those ones that were really like, who came once they left the royal family, that kind of energy. So I wonder if we're going to get a lot more Boozy. The Sun in reverse, she's trying to triangulate her kids to get something she wants from it. And the Ace of Cups is in reverse. She's a real piece of work. The Star in reverse could be something coming up involving an Aquarius that she's not going to be happy about. It could be seemingly being, well, Aquarius's negative traits, being aloof, seemingly cold, seemingly a little bit over analytical, and very much can cut people, like just kind of goes off, you know. I'm speaking from an Aquarius as well. The Ace of Cups in reverse there. The Ace of Cups in reverse. They really are trying to draw that Diana's memory and Diana's image to them. Can you imagine being alive in this life and the only thing that you've got any claim to or want or feel like your validators is through owning somebody else's spirit? That's a sad place to be, man. That's a sad place to be. It's pathetic, really. She's such a bit of work, man. She does, Polish does, because, right, I think she does get justice because she doesn't get what she wants. She really doesn't. She doesn't get the adoration. Yeah, she's famous, but in people's minds, right, when they say, I want to be famous, they expect that they're going to be like, you know, a movie star and get clapped and have all this kind of shiny aura about them and be on the front cover of Vogue or, I don't know, whatever, or Variety or Rolling Stone, whatever your bag is. But she's not. She's not famous. She's infamous. People love to dislike her. She's a pantomime villain. I don't know if you guys have got pantomimes villains, like, you know, like, what do they call her? Widow Twanky. Like, you've got somebody like that. You've got somebody, she's an oddity. And I don't think she would like that. I don't think her ego would like that. She's a, you know, I mean, she's just not. I think Harry knew she was going to pull that stunt, yeah. I think he did. Faking beige. She is a psychopath, OP. I was going to mention something about the why she was wearing her papal fashion. I don't know if it's because the clothes were baggy, so it made her look smaller. if you know what I mean, because sometimes the baggy clothes, if you've got a smaller frame, makes you actually look smaller because the clothes kind of like swamp you. So maybe that's that, and they weren't necessarily thing, but yeah. But she did have a lot of shine. She did have a shiny face, and it did look like she'd really buffed. I was like, that's not that cannot just be highlighter. That needs to be something else as well. Well, she's getting her name known around the world. Yeah. Vaseline. That could be it. The king knows she's fixated on William. So that's progress. Mr. Muscle loves the jobs you hate. What's the little dude who looks like Penfold that does the makeup? What's he called again? Do you know who I mean? People are losing bone density. Oh, that's not good. Do you know what I really thought like with Ozempic and things like that. I mean, if you've got a weight issue and you have got type 2 diabetes, then yeah, I would guess use it. But just using it because you can't be bothered to eat a salad's a little bit weird, isn't it? Daniel, that's it. She's got gasoline on her face. Any attention is good attention, yeah. And don't you think it's weird how the Markles turned up last week and had a big ooh, and then an interview with the Daily Fail and all that kind of stuff? And then Megsy rears her head. So it looks like the dad's interview was going to, if the Daily Mail person was already out there and was doing an interview with him, it looks like there was going to be a Markle paternal interview that week as well. So hi, Damien's mom. Hello. Hello. Coincidence? I don't think so. Is there a coincidence with a Markle? I don't know. All of these little coincidences have never, like when he delivered. Can you remember when he delivered? All right, okay, let's go back in time. I will pick up the cards again. But can you remember when he visited Oprah's and he dropped a letter off after the Oprah interview, like the dad? And there was just Backwood there or Cole Lawson there to take the pictures. And then, oh God, there's just been so many of it. There's just been so much of it. It's unreal. What's up with Katie Hopkins? What am I asking about Katie Hopkins? What's Katie Hopkins done? Yeah, Trish, I don't. I need to know what I'm asking the cards. I know she's Aquarius because her birthday's the next day to mine. And I'm between Katie Hopkins and Alex Jones, but not the one who sings in Songs of Praise, the one who sings in the one who's got InfoWars. I don't know how I know that. I just do. My sister's on it. She's getting good benefits. That's all right. If it works for you, it doesn't seem to. AP, she's not going to win the case because Sam's full of it. Unfortunately. I think question is, will Katie get arrested? What has she done? Where does Samantha get the money for all these lawyers? Well, my dudes, you know, all of these appearances on Talk TV and other things, if they've got big shows, they're all paid for. You know, I mean, you've got YouTubers who do the panel shows, and I'm sure you've all seen them, and a lot of them aren't paid. They all just like jump on together because it's all self-promotion, and it's kind of like a little bit of a circle jerk and all that kind of stuff, which is fine, which is cool. But the Talk TV and everything else pays, you know. She referred to herself as something and someone complained. Is it pro bono? So if it's pro bono, Sandy, she doesn't get paid, like, only if he wins. Are you kidding me? Katie Hopkins, come on down. This is the thing with Aquarians. Woman. Let me just have a look at Katie Hopkins. Silly sod. Well, I mean, you get arrested. I've just got to say as well, because this has been bothering me, right? You can do ZKLs in London every weekend and wear a certain flag, right? And abuse members of a minority group, yeah, in major cities, and no one does anything. And somebody calls themselves something derogatory, which is only aimed at herself, about herself, to herself. And she's the one who gets arrested for insulting herself. That's wild, that. Let me just have a look. Man, it's the 7th of October today. This is one of the reasons I've came away from Twitter. Because you see so many graphic things. Like the other day, I just, when Charlie Kirk had happened, I just logged onto Twitter just to have a quick check. And the first video I saw was the assassination, you know, in glorious Technicolor. And I have that in my memory forever. And I know it's not as bad as the people who went through it and all of that kind of stuff, but you, like, people don't need to see that. And it's the same with the 7th of October. I will always remember that, and I will always feel some type of way about that, because that was absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Those people were just, those poor people. It's just so sad. And it's 2 years on. It's just so sad. And then there's all the other carnage and wars and everything else that come after. But for me, the 7th of October really stuck, because it was just so tranquil, and all these people just came out of nowhere. It's sad. Let's have a quick look. Katie Hopkins, is she going to get arrested? Probably. We shall find out. Oh, she's got people working with her. That's okay. She's got some support there. She's really up against it. She is actually going to get some luck coming on in. And the 9 of Swords, there is an element of stress there. Don't be fooled by Ms. Hopkins' bravado, because she has got a soul under there. This is actually causing her a little bit of stress. The devil crossing over, guys. She's up against the system. She's up against some enemies, and they're going to do anything they want to take her out. They are going to try and use all of the things that people like about Katie Hopkins against her. I know some of you guys mightn't like her. Some of you guys mightn't care. Some of you guys might be big fans, but she is up against it, because everything that people like her or dislike her for is going to be weaponized against her. So her mouth, her opinions, her views, her associations, all of that, they're really going to come down on her, like really going to try and come down with her, because you've got the devil there. Soul of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles is in reverse there. Some issues with around business deals and around propositions that has just happened, and maybe a result of what's going on with that. The 4 of Pentacles is control. The Heart of Wands, the Queen of Wands is in reverse. the King of Pentacles is surrounding her. She's going to have some good big money backers. But she's up against this. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, I don't think it's Megan, guys. But the Queen of Wands, this could be a fire sign woman, Aries, Sag, or Leo. That Knight of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles there surrounding her. So there is money surrounding her. It's almost like there's somebody just waiting to come on through for Katie. So I feel like she's going to get well protected. The hopes and fears there is the Moon. She is very worried. There is this energy here that people are going to trickster and move her into stuff. And Judgment in reverse. They're coming for her. They're going to get her with something. They're going to try and control her in the short term. It's not going to like necessarily work short term. Longer term forecasts, there's going to be something that comes along that's going to be a bit of a scandal between, like, with regarding free speech in the UK, and Katie is going to be part of that. And that Judgment in reverse means it's coming down the track, and people are going to get peeved off about it. It's going to be a movement. It's going to be a thing. But however, over this whole situation, even though there is some levels of stress about it, the Wheel of Fortune above shows that there is this energy where there is luck coming her way. And with the Mind of Pentacles surrounding it, there is the King of Pentacles, and it's in a positive. So there is some, it's either a earth sign man, so we're looking at Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or is a big wealthy backer backing her up. So Katie's up against it. Katie really is up against it with that Devil card. That's a horrible Devil card. It does look like a walking migraine. Right, okay. We shall do some more. I'm sure I have some more. Let me have a look. Okay, so do you want Anna Wintour and Megan? Or do you want Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban, or Carl Urban, or Fred Urban? I don't know. Or P. Diddy in prison? Which one do you want? I will do the other ones at another time for you guys. But which one do you want? Do you want Anna Wintour? She's a Scorpio. Anna and Megan. P. Diddy. Kirsten's. Oh yeah, there's so much happened. There's so much. I'll tell you what. I'll do Megan. I tell you what. Hey, Spirit Animal. I will do. Actually, Spirit Animal, drop me another email, because I lost your email. I needed to reply to you and I lost it. I'm going to do Anna Wintour, Megan, and then we're going to do Diddy. How's that sound? Does that sound good? Does that sound a good way? Are we happy with that? We're happy with that. Anna Wintour. How did Anna Wintour get on with Megsy? Oh, bless. You get yourself away. Elaine, rest up. Okay, Anna Wintour. What went down, Anna? Show us. Unhappy families. Okay. That's a surprise. I wasn't expecting this. I don't know what I was expecting, but the 10 of Cups in reverse is an interesting card to start off when we're talking about Anna Wintour and Megan. And the Tower. Somebody's strong-armed her into this. Who's backing Megsy at the minute? Because somebody strong-armed her into this. This was not what she wanted. It was the worst news. the Empress in reverse there above, and the 5 of Pentacles. I don't care what Anna Wintour says or does or anything like that, but she knows they're trying to bring Megsy back into the public life in a positive way. There's somebody backing Megsy here. She doesn't like her. I'm going to put it out there. She doesn't like her. You've got the Empress there in reverse. This was grudgingly done, right? This wasn't, oh, welcome to the fold, darling. We're so happy you have graced us dressed like the Pope. This is something else. It could be Ari Emanuel, you know? She doesn't like, I don't know what else to say to you guys, but these cards are like, she doesn't like her. She's like, no. We have Aquarius. We have the Star in reverse as well. And she's just like, she's very cold about this whole situation. I mean, she's a Scorpio. She's high fashion. She's known to be very kind of da. But that energy, she's weird, man. There's real weird energy with this. Let's see what was on her mind. There's the Sun in reverse again. And the 5 of Cups is in reverse. She really didn't like doing this, guys. There's going to be some spilt milk over all of this. And the 9 of Pentacles. Somebody is backing her, because this part of why Anna Wintour was told that Megsy wanted to come, or has had pressure for Megsy to come to Fashion Week, is to help her with her image. And Megsy has returned Anna Wintour that energy in spades, man. She's laughed at a model. She's looked like Zoolander. I mean, she did. I mean, really, she did. She's dressed as the Pope. And then she does this shady thing along the River Seine. And then, oh my God. She doesn't want any fighting. She's expecting fighting. And there's a betrayal. Why couldn't she get out of this? Is Anna Wintour friends with Oprah? Because Oprah's Aquarius. I don't think Ellen's got that kind of clout, to be honest. But yeah. Let's have a look at Megsy and Anna Wintour. I mean, she's so Scorpio. I mean, she is like Scorpio. I wouldn't be surprised if Anna had a bit of kind of Aquarius in her energy. Or she just got this kind of vibe. Like, maybe a bit Gem. I don't know. She's got this kind of Ice Maiden kind of energy. Meg dismissed Anna as she tried to compliment her. Anna had to suck it up. Really? Ooh. Well, there's a further betrayal to come, and there's more spilt milk to come. She was really put in this position. Let's see what Megsy thinks of the notorious Anna Wintour. There we go, the Hermit. Okay. Straight away, the Hermit in reverse. Harry. Meghan would not have been at Fashion Week without Harry. End of. Megsy wouldn't have done half of this stuff without Harry. And I'm not saying Harry was there or arranged it or anything. Absolutely not. I don't think he knows his elbow from his bottom at this moment. But the Hermit in reverse there, that Virgo in reverse, and she doesn't value it either. She doesn't value him because he always comes out in these readings in reverse for her. Always. Right, okay. One of the things she wanted to stress to Anna, her relationship with Anna, is she doesn't want to be seen as a social media influencer. She wants to see like she's got more gravitas than that. She ain't. Yeah, there we go. This is she wants to be seen to be accepted by the elites, right? So this is part of the Paris trip. Now, remember with Megsy, it can never just be one thing she goes for. She's got to get a few things out of it. So I fully believe a lot of it was, I'm going to position myself here along the Seine and do this thing. I'm going to wear all white, and then I'm going to wear all black, and then I'm going to, you know what I mean? She's done a kind of a working, like I said, and I've been saying for a long time, she kind of uses puff pieces and the internet like a vision board, you know, and that's before it came out. She used vision boards. So she's Page of Pentacles is underneath. Oh, we need to make it a success for my children. Three of Cups. She doesn't like her. Temperance in reverse. She's about to make a mess of it. Okay. Let's see what's on her mind when it comes to Anna Wintour. Five of Cups. Crying over spilt milk. Both of these ladies are going to regret their association. And there's the 10 of Cups surrounding it as well. And the 10 of Cups was the starting point. A family, a group of people may be completely as wealthy as, say, the king or the Kardashians even. But there is a group of people around here, around both of these ladies, a connection, yeah? And they've really put the pressure on because that's who's got Megsy in, you know? Let me have a look and see what's there. Yeah, she wanted to be in a blaze of glory. So being with Anna, because there's been so many internet rumors, like Anna Wintour hates her from back in the day. And yeah, there's been a lot of rumors and stuff like that. I'm sure there's even some quotes from Anna Wintour, but I can't remember off the top of my head. However, that is, yeah, she's and there's the Star in reverse. The Star in reverse at the start of that reading, the Star in reverse at the end of this reading. Maybe it's relative. Maybe it's not money. Maybe it's influence. Oprah's Aquarius, unfortunately. I think it's Oprah. Could be, unless there's another Aquarius energy around creating this for them, or there's an Aquarius who's going to completely pee on Megsy's chips about this. However, this is the influence coming in. There's Sagittarius, Temperance in reverse. Sagittarius in Meghan's orbit is the weird photographer with the 5 head who came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, he's a photographer. And then, of course, you've got half-sister is a Sag as well. So I wonder if there's something going to kick off there and embarrass things some more. But she hasn't got, like, such a strong link. That's interesting. How this all transpired, though, it's forced through by someone else. Anna Wintour didn't ring up. Whatever happens, Anna Wintour did not ring up Megsy and say, hey, you're really fashionable. I've been looking at some of your early 2010s outfits. You've always been amazing. Come along to the Vogue. Right, okay. Right, last reading. I'm going to do Diddy. Diddy in jail. just like I predicted he wouldn't get arrested for a while, and then I predicted he would be going away. And that's exactly what happened when it first happened. And I've got to say, some of the energy around Diddy as well, oof, that is bad. It's bad. It's bad. He's got really wonky energy, him. Let's have a look. And baby oil. Must be all the baby oil. Don't use baby oil if you're an adult, guys. Okay, how's he doing in jail? Okay, the Ace of Pentacles is upright. He's thinking about a new path. He's thinking about making money while he's in jail. Right, he's thinking about how he's going to come out. The Devil crossing over. Oh my God. He will never change. He will never, ever change. He likes his vices too much, right? He's obsessed with it, controlling it, domineering. He is not going to change. So sometime, I don't know what you say in America, at his president's pleasure. We say at his majesty's pleasure here, but sometime in the slammer ain't going to do him no good, because he's still driven by those urges. He's still driven by that. A lot of kinetic energy around him, and he is impatiently in there waiting. He really wants to secure some money coming out. The Eight of Wands there above, I would expect to hear stuff from his old friends. There might be a Virgo who hangs around him or is near him. However, with this card, it's like there's a level of stupid there. Look at the white beard and the white hair. And that's how he's very, like, I've only saw the court drawings of him, but he was very white beard and white hair. So that could be signifying a fallen man and fallen him. The cards have been very literal. Look at Megsy's outfit. Look at all the towers. Look at everything. That the cards have been very literal at the minute. So it's kind of like, yeah, the fallen man. Okay. Doorway closed. He's out. He doesn't even know. I wonder if he's going to end up in solitary confinement. He's out. We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse there. We have the doorway closing, obviously, like I say, solitary confinement, but the Queen of Cups is in reverse here as well. And the Nine of Cups is in reverse surrounding him as well. That Nine of Cups in reverse could very well mean that he is completely out of the establishment circles and people are happy he's out of the establishment circles. And when I say it's the establishment, I mean those circles. The Queen of Cups is in reverse. The Emperor is in reverse. He wanted to be the daddy. He ain't the daddy no more. And crying over spilt milk. We are going to hear a lot of stuff about Diddy being reformed. He's not. He won't be. He's not. No matter how much he wants to appear that... Do you know how like Russell Brand became Christian Wistony, whatever he says, because he got in troubly wobbly or whatever, however he talks. But this is the same thing. He's going to be like, I actually think Russell Brand might means his faith, but I don't think Diddy is going to. Let me just have a look, see if he's going to go into a faith thing, because that's what I've been getting. Yeah, there's the Ace of Swords. He doesn't believe it. If he does, he wants out. He wants to move on, and the Sun in reverse as well. He's going to, everything he tries to rehabilitate himself and to kind of get out of this kind of image he's in with the baby oil and the men and the women and this, playing hide the sausage and all that stuff. All of that. All of that It's not going to go away. It's stained. He's done. Like, he's never going to come back. He's going to come out of jail. He's going to come out of prison. He's going to try and be reformed, whether he comes out and he converts to Islam or reverts to Islam or whatever they say, or he comes out again, like, you know, real Bible thumper, go into like those mega churches and stuff, or whether he comes out as a Catholic or whatever he comes out as. It's going to be absolutely empty, and it's just for show. It's just part of the program. Mickey Tinker, I use caps a lot while working, and I always think of you. I know, I always do. I love Mickey Tinker's caps. Give him a cup of Lord and shut the door. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I leave you with that. Archangel Michael, just take the negative energy away. Give yourself a ring of a bell or do something, because it is full moon. It has been quite heavy tonight. I had a good friend, and I always say this to you guys, but I had a good friend once tell me, and actually, she's a lovely lady. She's American, and she actually told me that I bow 3 times. You bow 3 times at the moon, and you make a wish. And always have done, and it's always seen as right in a way. So I suggest you all go out and do that tonight. The crazy in your garden, or maybe just do it out the window, or whatever you do. And it, like, the full moon's over 3 days, so you know you can do it tomorrow night, or you can do it later on today if you're in Oz or Kiwi land or South Africa, wherever you are. But yeah, try that tonight. So thank you for all the gifted memberships. Thank you for everyone who's joined memberships and received memberships. I do appreciate you so much as well. Thank you everyone for being here though, and subscribing and sharing. I do appreciate you guys. Lots of love to all of you. I'll be back tomorrow for recorded readings and things. And if you're in the Full Moon Healing group, I'll see you tomorrow for your oracle cards as well. So there we go. So take care, everybody. Lots of love to all of you, and I shall see you soon for some more readings. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone.